Mga kababayan, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Laruan ni Obi-Wan. So from the Netflix original TV series Masters of the Universe Revelations, we have the new Faker figure. Now this figure is now available at your local Target. So if you are interested in getting this set, it is available right now. So we have the figure out of packaging or the box. So this is what we get out of our purchase. So basically, of course, you need to have the figure, a shield, a spare chest harness, two head sculpts that go with this figure aside from the one that's attached right now, a pair of hands, a fist and an open palm hands, and the power sword. So let's examine the accessories that come with this figure. So let's get rid of the non-fancy items, which are the extra pair of hands. Next would be the chest harness. So connection points to the back would be strap system, very nice. We have the power sword, of course the shield, and the finale, the two extra head sculpts that are included in this set. So head sculpt number 1, head sculpt number 2. So we have the He-Man figure and the Faker figure to compare. Of course, very notable differences between the two would be the battle damage on the Faker figure, exposing the robotic or the metal component of the Faker figure beneath the He-Man skin. Okay, so as the point of articulation, points or articulation are the same. They also have the same height. So on close inspection, what would be the possible differences between these two figures? So let's move them closer to the camera. Notable differences would really be, when you take a look at these two figures, would be this Faker figure would have a shinier belt as compared to the He-Man figure. They share the same harness, chest harness to carry the power sword. They share the same forearm guards. Just on this He-Man figure, I just exchanged the forearm guards to, for example, the smaller one, I placed it on the left so I could possibly fit the shield easier on the left forearm. Okay. The next thing that is really noticeable between these two is with regards to skin color. The He-Man figure would have a lighter skin color. The Faker figure would have a bit darker skin color. Of course, as to the facial expressions between these two, the Faker figure would always have a very serious face, which is very prominent on the other head sculpts that are included in this figure. The other notable differences too would be on the hair of these two figures. We don't have any black detailing on the hair of the He-Man figure, but that is present on the Faker figure, which is also present on the other head sculpt. So We have the He-Man power sword on the left. We have the Faker power sword on the right. Which one is better looking? Of course, it's going to be the Faker power sword. So I guess this would be a better power sword for the Faker figure since it matches the battle damage effect on the body. As compared to this one, this power sword is best suited for the He-Man figure. So I took off the chest harness and the forearm guards of this figure so we could really take a closer look at the battle damage or battle damage effects on this figure. The wider area which has really affected the skin tone on this figure, the He-Man skin tone, which is really ripped off, would be on the torso or the body. And we also have some effects that battle damage on the left and right arm. So that is for the left arm, but the forearm is clean. The battle damage also extends a little bit to the back of the figure, and we have some red paint on the edges of the skin to mimic blood, and that is also present on the body or the edges of the skin. But as for the face of this figure, we don't have that. As you could look closely, we have that red paint over here, but as for the face area, it is only painted silver. So without the battle armor, this reminds me of Arnold Schwarzenegger. When you combine the Terminator and Conan. So we have Conan the Terminator. So let's test out the other head sculpts which are included in this set. So we have the robotic head sculpt, the fully exposed robotic head sculpt. We have the undamaged or non-battle scarred head sculpt. So if you want a faker figure that does not sport the battle damage version, which is this body, you could possibly use this head sculpt on this He-Man figure. So if you want two faker figures, then that head sculpt would best suit this one, and you have a undamaged faker figure. So just customization ideas. Okay, so I guess those would be the talking points for the review portion of this figure. So let's get with the photos and the video shots.